Talk to him, I talk back. I got a born again experience. That degree can get me any door. But I got to depend on the one who gave it to me to stay in that door. See, that door is going to open. But our character may not let us stay because we might get greedy. We might become dishonest. He said, hey, Jesus, my daughter at the point of death, but the one who's going to benefit from the insurance policy said, oh, she already dead. Let's cash in the money, man. She's already dead. Be careful of the one that kill your dreams because they might be benefiting from it. Jesus said, don't be afraid, man. Only if you believe. In other words, he said, keep touching my heart with your faith. Jairus had a broken heart, but his faith gave him a miracle. Huh? I mean, you know, when you're a child, you do some mischievous stuff. And I remember as a kid, we used to be in the tree. And we used to make these slingshots with like hooks. Like we would take the clothes hanger and make hooks with it. Amen. And we would hide in the tree full of bushes and shoot the cars when they come down the street. Because couldn't nobody see it. And we were up in the tree. I didn't know my friend dad was watching us. So I shoot, bam. I hit this elderly couple. They stopped. I tell Batman, come on, man, let's go in the backyard and play basketball. Right? He didn't see me shoot it, but I know I hit the lady. But his daddy come out and said, oh, no. You're not going to my backyard. He stayed right there. Go tell his dad. His daddy going to beat his blanket. Right? What was I doing? I was trying to keep my friend dummy down so he can see the real truth. Be careful of the one who wants you to dummy down so they can live. Be careful of the person who want to hold you to their standards because they don't want to go with your standards. Be careful of the duck, or be careful of the pigeon that tell you a pigeon when God said you're an eagle. Be careful of the person when God's trying to take you somewhere, they don't want to go because it's going to cost them something. They want to keep you on their level because they benefit from you being on their level, not you. See, sometimes you want to excuse yourself because there's other people benefiting for your lack of. There's other people benefit you not flowing in your purpose. There's other people benefit for your lack of faith. There's other people benefit for your disobedience to God. There's other people saying, if I keep them on my level, I benefit more from it than them. See the little girl? Watch this. Look at this. And they came from the house, from the synagogue official, and they saw a commotion of people weeping and wailing. They already had the funeral going. They already had the funeral going. They was already crying. Look, check this out. Jesus going in with a lot of faith, right? He see people sitting down, right? Oh, she goes! Oh, she goes! Right there, he had a decision. Either sit down beside him, oh, she gone! Or he can rebuke that spirit and say, no, she gonna live. You have an opportunity to join the people who don't want to do nothing for God, or have an opportunity to say, no, I rebuke that spirit. I'm going to do what God tell me to do. I'm going to do what God's going to tell me to do. Hello, I'm the head and not the tail. Huh? Hello. Hello. They already had the funeral. But look what he did. Look what he did. He entered and said, why there's commotion and weeping? He didn't even bother. He said, are they tripping? I understand where they at. See, sometimes we can't let people's emotion move us. Hello? He said, the child has not died, but asleep. Huh? He said, she's asleep, man. Look at the report Jesus went by. Jared said, my daughter's at the point of death. So he took that and said, let me go see, because her daddy knows better than anybody. But there are some people who don't have your kids at best interest, and they'll tell you how to treat your kids. You better know your kids for yourself. You better know your household for yourself, because misery loves company. Hello. That might work in your household. You can do whatever you want to do. But in my household, it's not going to go. Amen. How many times have we missed out what God wants for us? Listen to somebody else's problem who don't want to do nothing for God. Already in rebellion towards God. And we let them change our decision that God has for us. Huh? Jared's heart was broken because his daughter was dying. Even when she died, his faith touched the heart of God and received a miracle. The life of his daughter, when she was raised. I got another one, but I don't already choke you this morning. The last one is a desperate heart. And this lady had a hemorrhage for 12 years, man. She spent all her money. She's at her wit's end, man. She said, if I can just touch his garment. If I can just touch him. She had to make an effort to get to him because there were so many people around him. We want things to come so easy. We got to make an effort. Nothing's just going to happen just because we want it to happen. We got to make an effort. But I don't know where you are this morning. But one thing I do know, that God is looking for a heart that has faith. Not a heart that has a mouth, but a heart that has faith. Where's our faith this morning? Can we believe God for the impossible? You can't have faith and talk at the same time. I had a teacher in high school. I had two teachers, man. I missed it with one, and I caught it with the other. There was a male teacher. He was an auto mechanics teacher. I mean, he didn't give me no slack. When I would come toward into his class, he wouldn't say nothing. He would just call my daddy. I didn't know he had my daddy. I didn't know he had the house number. Because back then you have a house phone and you had a number for years. It ain't like now you can't pay your phone bill, you get a new number next week. But you had the same house phone for years. You had that phone for years. And he would never say nothing to me. He said, how's it going, Anthony? You're late? I said, so what? He said, you can't be late. So here I am. I said, boy, you're going to make me hurt you. You're going to make me whoop you. So he politely called me daddy. Hey, Mr. Anderson, how you doing? Your son has threatened me, saying that he's going to fight me. So he played it off. So when I get home, I have a boxing match, a championship fight. So I tell my dad, all right, I'm going to go. My coach going to pick him up. He said, oh, no. No, you going to have to stay here, he tell me. He said, because I don't want nobody to hurt you. You my son, I love you to death. He said, and you threaten grown people. So I don't want nobody to hurt you. So you going to have to stay here so I can watch you. So now I'm saying, like, what are you talking about? He said, you know, Mr. Lexion? He said, oh, he called me today. I can do two things. I can just have you here and watch you so won't nobody hurt you. Because if somebody hurt you, I'm going to have to kill him because you're my son. I love you. Or I can do to you what you say you're going to do to the teacher. Which one you want? I said, oh, I stay here. I just sit right here. But then I had another teacher, Miss Price. She said, hey, Aunt, she signed my yearbook. You have so much untapped talent. When you tap into it, your life will never be the same. And she was our theatrics teacher. We used to take theatrics with her. And she was very soft-spoken, just a jump. That was the teacher you go talk to when everything go crazy. She had it really listen. There are some people in your life that you take for granted. Because you think you know everything. Or I think I know everything. I've been there. Amen. There's a man to this day that he really looked at me like a son. But he passed away, man. I never had a chance to say thank you, Ned. And man, that was Ned Starso, man. He was my biggest critic, but he loved me, man. That man sent me to a public speaking class, and I thought he was just making fun of me because he didn't like the way I talk in public. But he really was trying to help me advance in life, man. And he passed away. I didn't have a chance to tell him thank you. So today, I'm telling, hey, Ned, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ned Starso. I appreciate it. He was telling me then, there's some people that's not going to go with you to the next level. It's 8 years later. No, about 6 years later. Some 6 years later, to this day. He was telling me, hey man, some people not going to go with you, but God want to take you. And I'm telling you today, there are some people not going to be able to go with you. Jesus took Peter, James, and John. But the Bible said that he had a crowd around him. Amen. Does your heart get God's attention? That's my question this morning. Does your heart get God's attention? Let us all stand. Jesus took Peter, James, and John. Who are you taking with you? You might want everybody to go. But there's some just don't have the faith that you have. Who are you taking with you this morning? Who speaks the same language you speak? Who has the same vision you have? Jesus said, I'm going to take Peter, James, and John with me. I'm going to paraphrase this a little bit. Maybe he perhaps saying, while I'm praying for her, they're going to intercede for me. See, there are some people, while you praying, they're doubting your prayer while you praying like, okay, whatever. Whatever. Are you through praying now? Instead of saying, let me join you and let's believe God together. Amen. My wife is my business partner. Amen. We're together. We're together. We speak the same language. We might have different strategies, but we speak the same language. Amen. If I go crazy, she's not afraid to tell me because Jesus speaks to her. Amen. Amen. So if I go somewhere Jesus took Peter, James. Jesus took Peter, James, and John. I'm taking Nina.
Amen.
She's like that. Come on. But not only that, I'm taking Kirk. I'm taking you. I'm taking you. You know why I said you and you? Because only you can put your name there.
Amen.
He said, Jesus, if you're willing, can you hear me? And we can only go to the next level when we're willing. We're willing. Everybody's included. Are you willing to go to the next level? Are you willing to go to the next level? He said, Pastor, you didn't say my name. And because the message said a humble heart. What else heart? A broken heart. What else? A desperate heart. Now, this is what I got to say. Hey, Jesus, can I go with you? That was Jesus asking me. Are you willing? Hello. So he asking all of us this morning, are we willing? Are we the Peter, James, and John? Are we willing? Are we willing? Are we willing? Hey, Romanucci, let's go. Are we willing? Huh? Are we willing? Juanito, let's go. Are we willing? Are we willing? Are you willing to let God take you to the next level? Every head bowed and every eye closed. HP, are you willing? Every head bowed and every eye closed. Are you willing? Are you willing this morning? It's a gut check. We got the conference coming up, and God's going to do something extraordinary. Our lives will never be the same. Never drag nobody with you who don't want to go. God leave your door. They're going to destroy you. They're going to destroy you. Quit dragging people who don't want to go, says the Lord. They don't want to go. They don't want to go.